Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my Spain unboxing. I am so excited to finally be doing this. These packages have been sitting in my closet since, like the very beginning of June. So almost 2 months. They have been just sitting there staring at me saying, Lisa, please open me. But obviously I wanted to get the vlogs done and this is sort of the culmination of all of that. So yeah, let's get into what I bought. I'll also kind of talk about what I looked at, my thought process, that whole thing. So yeah, let's open some packages. Okay, so let's talk about kind of where my brain was, my plan. I did have sort of a plan of action, especially as I moved through the trip and got to Barcelona. So originally I did look at both Louis Vuittons actually in Madrid, as well as Dior. I think it was just one of the Diors, if there may be two, I don't know. Anyway, so as you saw here, I'll pop up some footage here. I did try on the Capucines in the wicker while I was in Madrid. So when I went to the first Louis Vuitton, I asked if they had it and they looked in their system and he said, we don't, but I can get it from the other location. And the other location actually happened to be much closer to our hotel and we were going to be walking right past it. So I said, thank you very much. When we got to the other Louis Vuitton, like I said, tried on the wicker. In addition to that, I tried on the petrol mini capucines again, which is one that I almost bought when I was in Paris last year. And I also tried on the burgundy ostrich mini capucine, which was something that I had a lot of interest in. I really was kind of on the hunt for a burgundy bag. So you'll see me kind of try on some other bags in burgundy as well. So I saw the three there, and those were like three of my top contenders as far as Louis Vuitton was concerned. I just wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger yet. And so I passed on those because I had heard that the shopping was better in Barcelona. In addition to that, I really wanted to try to get my hands on the Dior newsprint saddle bag. So I did stop into the Dior in Madrid. They didn't have it. I asked if they happened to have the New York one. They didn't have that either. So pretty quickly left Dior. But I just figured I wasn't quite ready, but I really wanted to see especially the wicker capucines up close and in person because, you know, I hadn't obviously ever seen it before. It sold out super quickly last year when they released it and, you know, it was very difficult to get your hands on. And so I at least wanted to see it. But at that point, like I said, I wasn't really ready to pull the trigger because there were also some other bags that I was interested in that I wasn't able to look at. So nothing purchased in Madrid, and at the end of the trip, we were in Barcelona. And the last day that we were in Barcelona, I should say our last full day, because we left very, very early in the morning the next day, but it was a full day that we had in Barcelona. And I had told my mom that that was the day that I wanted to shop because it was basically our only free day that we had where we didn't have any tours or anything like that. Now, let me just share a little bit about my mom, okay? My mom is as far from a luxury handbag lover that you could get. Like, my mother has absolutely no interest in luxury anything. My mother loves to go to Goodwill and paw through things and get amazing deals. And she loves to go to like the Goodwill outlet, which is basically by the pound. And so, you know, she'll come home with an entire bag of clothing that cost her, you know, $3 or something. She didn't try to rush me or anything like that, but I just felt a little bit maybe hemmed in. I don't know if that's the right word, but I just don't think that I was quite at ease shopping with my mom being there as I would have either if I had been with a friend or if I was just there by myself. I certainly would have done a lot more browsing and a lot more trying on potentially of other things if I wasn't with her. So again, no shade to my mother, and I please don't misunderstand. I'm not trying to say that she made it so that my shopping trip was not enjoyable. I'm not saying that at all. It's just, I definitely could feel in myself that I was not maybe enjoying it as much as I normally would. So as I mentioned, I went into the day of shopping with a lot of if-then statements. So if I could get this bag, then I would get this and this. And then, you know, the next one, if I can get this bag, then I would get this and this. So I had lots of sort of different combinations and permutations. But one of the big constants in those if-then scenarios was the Celine, I think it was called the multi-pouch or something, multi-pochette, something like that, which I didn't understand at all because it doesn't have multiple pouches. But anyway, it was a very confusing name for this bag, but it seemed as though that was going to be the bag that I wanted to get. Another thing that I really wanted to get on this trip was the triple cosmetic pouches, I think the toiletry pouches from Louis Vuitton that had just been released in the really, really pretty different shades of pink on the interior. So I was really hoping to get that because I knew, again, that it would be a great buy to get while I was in Spain. So those were kind of two of the things that I was focused on. But I guess sort of the overarching thing that I wanted to get while I was on this trip was a summer bag. I really wanted a raffia or wicker bag. Like that was kind of my main goal on this trip. And as I mentioned, sort of my first choice, or I thought my first choice, was going to be that Celine bag. So I'll pop some footage up here of me and my mom going into Celine and me trying on the bag. And so when I walked into the store and I asked the woman if they had the bag, first of all, she had no idea what I was talking about. So thankfully I did have pictures on my phone. So I pulled it up and showed it to her and she's like, oh, and then she pointed over to this like display case where they had like wallets and things like that. And I was like, And we walked over and she's like, oh, this is it right here. Well, immediately I knew that this was not going to be the bag for me. And it wasn't that the bag was bad or anything like that. I should have done a better job when I was on the Celine website of looking at dimensions. It turned out really to be basically a wallet on chain. So it was very, very narrow. I mean, it was probably, the depth was no more maybe than like 1.5 inches deep. So it wasn't gonna work. And I tried it on and it was fine, but like I said, it wasn't really what I was looking for. And despite the fact that the price was great, it wasn't what I was looking for. So that got crossed off the list. And like I said, that was kind of the focus point of all of those if-then statements. So now I was having to try to sort of pivot. So then we went to Louis Vuitton. And once again, they had the Capucines. They had one left in the wicker. And I'll, again, pop a picture up here of me trying it on. And I liked it, but I just didn't know if I loved it. And in addition to that, I asked if they had the set of 3 cosmetic pouches. They didn't have that either. Well, that again was sort of one of my high-ranking things on my list. I really felt after we went into Louis Vuitton and having gone into Celine that I just felt like, okay, this is not, the universe is, I think, trying to tell me not to shop because like the 2 sort of high up things on my wish list either wasn't going to work out or 2, they didn't have. So yeah. So we left Louis Vuitton and I told her that I wanted to think about it. And my mom and I then proceeded to go to Loewe. And there was a line at Loewe, so both outside and then inside. So we were standing outside for a while, and I was talking to my mom, and I was telling her about, you know, that I loved the Capucines from the standpoint of how beautiful it was. It was a stunning bag. It was absolutely gorgeous. And that if it had been in a mini size, I would not be having any sort of dialogue with myself or anybody about that bag. Like, it would have been paid for, swiped, move on, because I love the mini size. Why I was struggling was because it was in a BB. And you guys know, in the city, I really wear so many things crossbody. And yes, I could crossbody the bag. You know, there's pictures of me wearing it this way. So it wasn't that it couldn't wear it crossbody. It just felt really bulky that way. And honestly, that bag should either be carried, you know, handheld or maybe over the shoulder at best, but really not crossbody. And it's really a hand carry bag, to be perfectly honest with you. And so I told my mom, I said, you know, if I was living in Kansas City and still driving a car, I, again, probably wouldn't be having this discussion with myself or with her. I would absolutely 100% purchase the bag, because living in a car type city, it makes much more sense. It's sort of like why I don't use my Birkin as much as maybe I should, again, because of where I live. So I basically decided, okay, the Capucines, as much as I love it and as beautiful and stunning as I think that bag is, Lisa, be real with yourself. You will buy that and it will sit on the shelf in your closet. And even at a less expensive price, you guys, that's still a lot of money to just sit on a shelf and look pretty. Like, I didn't want to do that. And I really wanted a summer bag that I was going to use. So we waited to get into Loewe, and finally we waited a good probably 30, 40 minutes or so to be seen. And I knew exactly what I wanted to look at, and that was the burgundy puzzle bag. Again, like I said, I was really interested in getting some kind of bag in burgundy. And so I asked her if she had it, and she looked at me and she said, "Ooh, I don't think we do." She said, "I think we just sold the last one earlier today." And she's like, "But let me go back to the stock room and check." And she went away, and I looked at my mom and I was like, okay, like if they don't have this bag, I'm giving up. It just, as I said, the shopping gods were trying to tell me something if they didn't have this bag. The Celine didn't work out. They didn't have the cosmetic pouches. The Capucines was too big. And yeah. Oh, and in addition to that, they did not have in that boutique for Louis Vuitton, they did not have the burgundy mini Capucines in the ostrich. She said that she could get it for me, but she wouldn't be able to get it until the next day. So it must have been in another boutique that was, you know, somewhat of a distance. I don't know where. And I don't think that they had the petrol at all. So that burgundy option was also off the table. So anyway, so we're standing there waiting, and she came upstairs and she had a box in her hand. So let's see what I got. Now, she did tell me at the time, she said, "I think that we have the burgundy, but in it's kind of like a multi color. It's, if you've ever seen some of those Loewe bags that they have that are, like I said, a multi-color." All right, I have no idea how this box, oh, here we go, opens. So even though it says Loewe like this, it actually opens on this side. And, God, you guys, I feel like I haven't done an unboxing in a hot minute. Here is the bag. Let me put this down. And it was very nice. She did tell me that these boxes do fold down flat, so they're kind of like the Louis Vuitton boxes, so if you want to keep them. And that was great when we were coming back, because I was able to flatten that box and put it in. My mom had a giant suitcase, because that box is pretty big when you flatten it out. So here we are. There's the little anagram there, and oh my God, like I said, I have not seen this bag since I purchased it in the beginning of June. So oh, it smells so good. Let me make sure I got it the right way. So I got the all burgundy small puzzle. Look at that color, you guys. It is absolutely stunning. I would say, I'm trying to get the right color. This is probably a good indication, although it's sort of looking a little brown on there. It's absolutely burgundy. You can definitely tell it when I bring it up here. But she came upstairs and she said, "You are so lucky." She said, "We just got shipment in like 45 minutes ago." And she said, "I went through the boxes to see if this was in there." So I was so appreciative, because she was gone for a while. She was gone for a good like 20 minutes or so. My mom and I were just sitting there waiting. So yes, very, very excited that I was able to get what I want. So we'll do a little spin here and show this. So this is actually a different leather than my sand colored one is. Same size bag, and this is also, yes, unfortunately, the puzzle edge. Not, again, my absolute favorite, but this is what they're making now. So this is I think it's actually technically called the grained calfskin, but the one I have in sand is a pebbled calfskin. So, but otherwise it's exactly the same. So you have the same zipper, and once again, it's so nice and smooth, and you've got the adjustable or removable strap. Take out paper here, and just like my other one, it's, you know, same color interior lining. You've got a back slip pocket here, and in here is a little, I'm assuming it's a care booklet. But yeah, you know, it's just one big open space in there, and it does say Loewe on that patch. Sorry, it's very hard to see inside this bag, obviously. And then of course you have the back pocket here, which has the zipper, which is nice, you know, just put your phone. Oh, there's something in here too. Oh, this would be the tag, which obviously came off of this little thing. So if you are looking for this bag, and in this particular color, I'll hold that up here, take a screenshot of that. It's got the, you know, SKU and everything on it, but I am so excited to wear this bag finally. Obviously, it's a little more fall probably, but you know, fall will be here before we know it. And yeah, I'm just so thrilled to have this and add it to my collection. So I've got my Loewe bag, but I still don't have a summer bag. Now, I did think about getting the elephant tote, which I had talked to you guys about before, that I have always loved from Loewe. And as adorable and so cute as I think that that bag is, it just wasn't going to hit the summer bag requirement that I had. I wanted a summer bag that I could use on a daily basis. That kind of elephant tote, like I said, it's great if you're going to the farmer's market or you're going to the beach or, you know, something like that, but it's not really an everyday bag. You're not gonna like throw that on the crook of your arm and get on the subway. I mean, that would probably get destroyed on the subway, especially if it was a busy subway and you're standing up and you're in like sardines. So that was off the table. The Celine was off the table. So I had one summer bag left on my list, and that was from Prada. So you guys can probably guess what I got. I do already own this bag. In fact, this, I guess, technically will be the third version of this bag that I owned. So I got the Prada, God, you guys, I still don't remember what this stupid bag is called. Re-edition 2005 re-edition in the raffia. And this, to me, you guys, is the perfect summer bag for me. First of all, I know I already love the style. I wear my black with the gold hardware one so frequently. Anytime I want to be super casual, anytime we're going to potentially have inclement weather, I love it. That's what I wear when I go to Costco, for example. I just want something I can throw on and go and not have to worry about it because it's in nylon. And this is just that bag, but in a summer version. So it is just so beautiful. And again, a perfect bag to take on vacation if you're going, because you can wear it just like this and, you know, over the shoulder with the chain, and it's a perfect little evening bag, but yet you still have the infamous guitar strap. So we'll take that out. And yes, spoiler alert, or not spoiler, but I will say that I have worn this bag a couple times. So this was not a true, oh, and she didn't give me a box, by the way. I thought that was very odd. But you know, we were walking around for like another 5 hours after we did this shopping. So to be perfectly honest, it was probably fine. It would have been even more heavy. So we have some little paraphernalia here. Again, care cards, I guess. And then in here, in its own little dust bag, is the guitar strap, and that also has the little pouch on it, which sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. On my black one, I have yet to use this little pouch thing on this bag. I mean, it's still stuffed, so I guess I could take it out. But anyway, so you've got the little pouch here, and I use this usually to put my AirPods in. So you have this, and that's the blank side. This is the side that you can see that says Prada along it. So it just says Prada in the one place, and you've got the leather at the ends with the clips there. And then this, like I said, little guy here. So let's actually take the stuffing out of it. Maybe it'll make it a little less firm, but it's still pretty firm because it's wicker and it's raffia. So it's, you know, it's a small item in raffia. So it's pretty compact, and yeah, it's not going to smush really. But so I don't know. I may or may not ever wear it like this. Like I said, the couple times that I have worn this bag already, and I haven't shown you any of those OOTDs yet because I didn't want to show it before I did the unboxing, but I haven't worn it with this yet. But I have gotten a ton of compliments on it while wearing it. And like I said, it's just the perfect summer bag. So the inside, again, is just one big opening. I shouldn't say big, it's a small bag, but it fits everything that I need. You know, it takes my card holder and my sunglasses and a lipstick, and that's pretty much all I do. Did I say sunglasses already? I think I did. Oh, my little clay from Louis Vuitton. So you've got a little plaque that says Prada there. But yeah, it's just, like I said, perfect summer bag. Okay, sorry guys, I had to turn on the air conditioning. It was way too hot to be filming in here without the air conditioning on, so I apologize that you're gonna hear that in the background. Okay, so I will go over the VAT information, and I will put up on the screen what the conversions are so you can, you know, see what I would have paid in dollars and what I would have saved and all that. So this is the Prada re-edition raffia bag. It was 1,850 euro, and my refund in euro was 259.93, whatever that, I don't know, is that cents, euros? I don't know what that is. So basically 200, let's just call it 260 euros returned. The puzzle bag was 2,800 euros, and my refund was 406 euros. So like I said, you will have seen on the screen here what the conversions were on that. So that's it, guys. That is my Barcelona, Spain, whatever you want to call it, unboxing haul, very small haul. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about what I got. I can't wait to now officially start using these pieces. I haven't used the puzzle bag at all, but it may be another month or so before I really start wearing that. But I'm happy to get it out of its box and on a shelf next to its sister, and just to be able to look at it, because come on guys, this color it's everything. It's beautiful. So anyway, enough about that. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, were you surprised at anything I picked up? Were you surprised that I didn't get the Wicker Capucines? Did I make a mistake? You let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm, as we all know. And if you enjoy this kind of content, I would love it if you would come back and see me again. So click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. If you have not had enough of me yet and want to continue watching, there will be another video over here in the corner for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.